In our last video, we talked about simple keyframing in the timeline. Today's video is all about keyframing effects. Within most of your effects in any of your editing software, there will always be a keyframe option. So just like we did last week, we looked at things like cross dissolve where you can change options. There's titles where you can change options, but you've also got things like any generators where you could change opacities. For example, here we've got noise gradient, which I've actually placed underneath this shot. As you see, when I click on it within the generator, I have changed some of these options of the gradient, how grainy it is and the color it is. You could actually keyframe these options, so you could make it change color as it goes, you could change the gradient type and just move along and create more keyframes as you go within that clip. There are also effects that you might want to put on. Digital glitch, for example, you could just throw onto one of the layers and then go in to effects and you can change the position, the width, the height, and you can put in any of these keyframes here. And the other things that we have, for example, the zoom blur. Sometimes I'll put on a zoom blur towards the end of a shot. So if you highlight it on there, put it into effects, and then zoom amount, I would put in a keyframe towards the end and then a keyframe absolutely at the end of that shot. And then I would make sure that that is bumped up loads, go to the previous one, make sure that that is at 0. And then gradually as you move along, you can see that it is zooming in. And I use that as an effect transition rather than the zoom blur that it was originally created as. Film damage has been placed over a few of the clips in this sequence, and these can also be keyframed to change the frequency, pattern, or intensity of the grain. So as you can see here over in the inspector section, you've got all of these keyframe options. You can just click the diamond and start moving it around as you move through the timeline. Most effects within editing software allow you to manipulate them further with keyframes, so be sure to check them all out and see what else you can do with them. Tomorrow we'll be releasing our next video in this keyframing series, so like and subscribe to know when it's out.